A new test will soon be required for high school graduation in Wisconsin. Beginning next year, students must take and pass a civics exam before they can get their diploma. This new mandate is part of the 2015-17 state budget. News 8's Lisa Klein shares the details of the test in tonight's assignment education report.
Have the right to have a jury.
In Mr. Cerniak's U.S. government class at Central High School in La Crosse, students are learning all about how our country operates.
You can look up the Bill of Rights and kind of fill in the blanks here.
This makes preparing students for the newly required civics test fairly easy.
So it's not something that isn't stuff that content that we're already teaching and learning about in here.
So when the Wisconsin budget was passed in July of 2015, mandating all students take and pass a civics test in order to graduate, the school district of La Crosse wasn't concerned for their students' success.
We've been doing pilot testing this year and having kids go through and take the test, and out of all our juniors that have taken it, only 6% haven't passed yet.
It was fairly easy. It asked questions about like our government, how it works, like who's running, and the ideology of like our government today. And those questions were a little bit harder, but for the most part, it was pretty easy and straightforward.
The questions on the test are required by law to be identical to those on the U.S. citizenship test. The state superintendent of public instruction says this requirement does not enhance civics education because the test only quizzes students on dates and facts, like the number of Supreme Court justices.
Is that important? I guess it is. It's embarrassing if you don't know it, but it's more important to understand what role the Supreme Court plays in our democracy and at a state and local level.
The state superintendent feels the test is not very thought-provoking.
Facts are important enough, but I learned a long time ago and from my history teacher at Plymouth High School that understanding the conceptual underpinnings of some of these things is absolutely more important.
Freedom of speech.
And while the content of the exam has already been decided by the state legislature, the test format and date of the exam are chosen by the school district.
What we're working on is to get this set up within our system so the kids can do an online test.
The results of the computerized test can then be easily included on a student's transcript, showing the completed graduation requirement.
It's going to take a little bit of time out of classroom instruction to administer it, but kids have done well and we're going ahead with it, and just like any other test that we're required to provide for students to take.
In La Crosse, Lisa Klein, News 8.
Now, the test consists of 100 multiple choice questions. Students must get a 60% on the test to pass. Beginning next year, the test will be given to 10th graders after they take U.S. history.